Hi, Kelly here from Buffalo Art Room. Today, I am going to show you how to make a cool painting of a shamrock in my watercolor journal. So stay tuned, check it out. We're going to talk about hints and tricks on how to do it. Why do I use a watercolor journal? I decided to do this because I'm not so serious when I paint. A lot of times when I get into doing a painting, I get anxious because I want it to be perfect. When I'm working in a journal, I don't have to be perfect. I can just do what I want, whatever I feel like painting that day. If I don't feel like finishing it, obviously like this one, or not that one, sorry. If I don't feel like finishing it like this one, I don't have to finish it because it's a journal. So I hope you like it. Please hit subscribe and we can become friends. Thanks. I'm a single mom and I wanted to make sure that I could provide for my kids and, you know, take them to nice places and have a nice home for them. And so I had to sell cars for a living. I did advertising for some time and then I sold cars, things like that. So anyways, so now I'm doing this, and it's so strange because when everything went down, I was so devastated because, you know, I made a good living selling cars. And of course, you're always like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't do that because, you know, my situation. And if I drive too much, I get terrible, terrible headaches. And it's just a whole crappy situation. But anyways, so I decided to work a few hours teaching, and I feel that even though that bad situation happened, I'm so blessed that God brought me to this path to do this. And you know, when they say things happen for a reason, I really think that things happen for a reason. I was really working hard all the time, worried about, you know, I just worked a lot and I missed a lot of my kids' life because I was a single mom and I had to make sure that they had everything. I just felt like if I didn't take them on cruises and things like that, I wasn't being a good mom. So, but after you have a near-death experience like I did, you kind of put things in perspective and realize that that's not what life is about. So now that's why I'm painting. And I'm really happy to be painting. I'm really happy to be able to talk to kids that are at risk, and you know, I'm teaching them different things. Some of them don't want to paint, but you know, some of them do, and the ones that do are awesome. And well, they're all awesome, but the ones that do, you know, you can tell that they are so excited and they love it. The other ones that don't want to do it, you know, they are definitely excited, more so now because I've been with them now for about a year. And they realize that I'm still going to be there. I'm going to stay. And like I said, it's only a few hours a week, but I look forward to it. Okay, so as you can see, what I do is I'm painting little by little. I'm adding in a darker color to kind of like bring out that shamrock. But this is your painting. Do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. And just go with it. Just go with the flow. I mean, it's not, you know, art is to make you feel happy, just to kind of relax. And, you know, it's not about being perfect. Some people's artwork is unbelievably perfect. And I always tell my students, if you want it to be perfect, then you need to be a photographer and take photographs, because I don't feel that that's what art is about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a little bit jealous by the people that can paint like that, but I don't feel that if I was that type of an artist, I'm more of a impressionistic artist. I don't think that I would be happy because I if I had to be so precise, I don't think I'd be happy. I worked as a designer when I was younger, right after college. And it was all right. I mean, I had to do what the client wanted. I worked in advertising in the newsprint business, which is pretty much almost obsolete now. But I worked as a graphic designer. I went to school for that. I remember telling my dad, I think I'm going to just paint and be a painter. And he's like, why don't you look into graphic design, you know? So I did. I'm glad I did. I worked in advertising for a while. And then as my kids, after I had my kids, I got out of advertising and taught pre-K. And I would teach art on the side. So when I got, and then when I got divorced, I had to get back into advertising again. And it's a tough gig because, you know, newsprint advertising is kind of a dying entity right now. So, so then I ended up getting, like I said, I ended up getting into selling cars. And that was pretty tough. But with my injury, I can't drive very much. So, okay. So as you can see, you can see the lighter colors peeking through. And that is what I'm trying to do. I want the lighter colors to peek through. And so that's why. So, and with watercolor, what you want to do is you want to let the first layer dry, and then you can continually work on it. I do sometimes if I'm in a hurry or if I just want to start the next part of it, I'll make it dry with a hairdryer, or I do have a heat gun, but it's in the basement and I don't feel like getting it. Because if you keep on working in this, you know, when the other colors are, oh, that got green. When the other colors are still wet, it's a mess. It doesn't look good. So right now you can go in and you can actually lift, and that's what I'm doing with this, is I'm lifting. So if you like videos like this that are just kind of relaxed, where I'm painting, I'll show you a couple things here and there. Please hit subscribe and follow me. I tried doing a YouTube like a couple years ago, but like I said, I've been working on getting myself better and recovering, so I wasn't as serious. So now I'm going to try to do more of these. So I can bring things to you to show you. So when I did get hurt, you kind of, and you have a near-death experience, you kind of have a look at your life and you're like, okay, well, what now? And what really made me happy? And the happiest moment that I ever was when I was working too, but I was also teaching art lessons in my basement. So that's what I decided to go back to. If I, you know, wanted to just stay home and just not be happy and just lay down and die, I could have done that. But I said no. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to get back into painting. Yes, I do have to take breaks here and there, so, you know, that's what I do. But you know what? You just got to try, you know. You just can't lay down and die. And that's my thing. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. So, okay. So, like I said, this is just go in, do whatever colors that you want. When you get to the next phase of it, you are going to just, and what I mean by phase is when the one area is dry, you're just going to then keep on painting. Just keep painting. Just keep painting. Like, just keep swimming. but look at how dense that gouache is. It's great. So it's a process. You'll see. It's going to look good. I always keep a paper towel with me so I can lighten my things. All right, so I dipped it in the dirty water. See my dirty water? I dipped it in the dirty water, and now I am changing colors, so I dipped it in my clean water. Okay, so I think I'm going to do these more rainbow. I think it'll be nice to do a rainbow. So I'm going to start the rainbow here. I'm just going to go through and do wherever red would be, so I don't have to keep on changing my colors. So I tried to get into an art festival called Allentown, and I was rejected. I was so sad because that was definitely one that, you know, when I was younger, it's a pretty big art festival out here in the West New York Buffalo area. I live about 20 minutes from the city, and I didn't get in, so I kind of felt like, oh my God, do I suck as an artist? I swear, as an artist, you always think that stuff, like that. You just think, I don't know, I've always been hard on myself, and even when people now say, oh my God, your work is so good or whatever, I sometimes don't even believe it. And I've done some art shows and vendor type of shows because I like to make prints of my work. I like to sell originals too, but it's hard for me to get rid of my work because it's kind of like a part of you. So so I like to sell like stickers and prints and anything that I can print my work on. That's what I like to do. But anyways, so they didn't like me and they didn't pick me, so I feel kind of sad about it. I was upset. Well, I can't be everybody's cup of tea, I guess, right? So I'm going to go over that color because I want to do rainbow throughout. Sometimes you just got to take the color off that you decide. And see, I dipped my paper towel in the water. Let's see. Oh, this is too dry, so I can't really lift it. So the color is going to look kind of weird. And I'm doing Roy G. Bev, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And then we start Roy, red, and then I'm going to do orange right here. It's probably going to look weird because I'm going on top. But this is in my my painting journal. I've never done a painting journal before. So I decided I'm going to try to do a painting journal because I'm always like, oh, this has to be more serious whenever I paint because I always think like, you know, what would people want to buy, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm doing this journal so I can be more free with it. And I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. I'm only a quarter way through, and I've already bought another journal because that's what I do. I always like to buy things, and but I'm not letting myself paint in the other journal till I get this one done. The next journal actually has really good paper, so I'm excited about that. If you hear anything, that's my son. He's home today sick. Now see right here how it's blending or kind of like making like a wave in there. I'm going to try to lift that up. That's because the other paint wasn't dry. That's why you want to always like dry it first before you do that. Oh, see, darn it. I'm lifting. So if you have problems with your fingers, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, or if you lost the feeling in your fingers, these can be purchased on Amazon. You don't have to go to an OT therapist to get these. She did give me a few of them, and then I found them right on Amazon. They were under like tools, disability tools, and like I said, it really works. So I highly recommend it. Okay, red, orange, yellow. Roy G. Oops. Let's see with gouache. It's so bright. I love the gouache like this and the pans like this. Because it's like, it is like watercolor, but then it's super, super pigmented. And I've seen other artists, like, I've seen the gel ones that they use that, but I don't use the gel ones. I like these because they last. Don't get me wrong, I've used the other ones where it's, in a tube and it's liquid watercolor. I've used that, but I don't know. I just feel like I get the color better when I have the pans, and they don't like, I don't know. It's just better. It's just better. Just do what I say. Indigo. I have the news on in the background. I apologize, but I need extra noise. I don't like it super, super quiet. But anyways, we just had 70-degree weather here in Buffalo, and it's going to snow this weekend. So it's like, oh my God, I'm so ready for it to be nice all the time. I actually I had a shed, and I did make it into like an area where I can work, but it was too small. So I ended up getting a bigger shed, about twice the size. And I'm renovating it right now. I have an electrician coming in and adding the electric and all that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping that other artists can come in and paint with me, or makers or whatever. I want to have painting classes, and I'm going to do craft parties, and because I like all kinds of art. I don't like just to paint. I like to try everything. And I'm sure it's my ADHD that does it. I just love to work with everything. If you saw the amount of art supplies and craft supplies that I have, you'd be like, oh my God, she's a hoarder. So I'm hoping that my new building will definitely help me to organize that stuff. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't need 20 million of these. I have it, So that's exciting news that I have that coming. And then I'll be able to film in there, and you guys will see the videos in my new space. Right now I'm in my living room. I did have space in my basement, but I like to see sunlight. And right now it's actually sunny today in Buffalo and not raining, which is a shocker because it's always yucky. But I won't move from this area because first off, my family is here. My boys are here. They like it here. Their dad lives here in this area too. And so they don't want to leave, and I'll never leave them. And also, I love the change of seasons. I love the feeling of March, and knowing that it's almost like when you're in winter, you're in like this darkness, right? So you get fall, that's a change of season. Then you're going into this dark hole. But Christmas is there. So then you have all of the, the fun stuff, like the Christmas decorations and things like that. And it's pretty. And then you're still in this hole, right? Keep going. But then you see the light, and that's March. Plus March is my birthday. So at the end of March is my birthday. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Plus it's spring. So in spring, you start seeing all the flowers popping up and stuff. And then when spring turns to summer, it's even more fun. So this area is super fun in those, you know, in the summertime and stuff. There's a lot of festivals and things like that. So it is good. I mean, yeah, in the wintertime, you're going to hear me complain. Sorry. That's just the way I am. So this area is looking like a pool. But I'll show you at the end, when this is all dry, there's a lot of other things there, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to outline it and do other things to it. It's going to look good, even though that it's looking kind of weird. Blue, where's my blue? I think that's blue. Yeah, that's blue. Blue, so I got my blue. So a new thing that I've been getting into this year is I started making stickers for my art, and I absolutely love it. It's so fun. So I'm also going to show how I make the stickers. I also sell them, and they're really made nicely. Like I put them on cups, I put them on everything, and my cups have gone through the dishwasher and everything. So they're good stickers the way I make them. So I'm going to show on here how to do that. So if you like all of that kind of arts, you know, where we do a lot of different things, where I'm going to teach you how to do all these different things, subscribe. I'm planning on doing a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or at least 3 times a week, just to stay consistent with you guys. And plus, my students love to watch these, so they get to see it too. So that's all I'm going to show for right now. I'm going to add a picture of what this looks like at the end of this video.